Okay, so first you gotta find the equation in here, and that is your equation. And you are trying to find t seconds, of course.
So it says, what is the difference?
So how many
between
seconds
y
does it take
intercepted
for
of f of x?
the object to hit the ground?
From the y intercept.
So first we're going to rewrite the equation.
So what's the y intercept of x?
And as we previously
how do you
stated,
find
the
y
equation
intercept
is
from its
5t
table?
squared plus 20t plus 60. So first we have to,
It's
wait,
when x
actually
is
it's
equal
negative
to-
5t squared. I'm sorry. So first you have to factor it. And to factor all of it, it would go
But it's
into
when the
5.
x value is equal to
So
what
we're
number?
going to go divided by 5.
That's the most basic number ever.
So then we're going to rewrite our new equation, which is negative t squared plus
X is equal to
20t
0. Okay?
plus,
So if we were to
oh,
continue
not
on
20t,
our
what am I
table,
doing?
what would be the next x value here?
0.
So
So
what's the
plus
Like it's going down by
4
pattern? Down by
t
2. So if you do
plus
negative 1 and you go 2 more, what
So
would
first
that
we gotta find what 12 and negative 1 is, which is negative 12.
be? And what would your next
So-
g of x value be?
What, two things that make up negative 12 is 6 and negative 2. And 6 plus negative 2 equals 4. So that's going to be your new thing. So first we're going to make like our little Punnett
So
square.
we're trying to find the y-intercept. The y-intercept is when x is equal to...
X is equal to 0.
So we're going to take
So look at your table
negative t
and
squared
see where
and
would
put
x
it
be 0.
there. Then we're going to take 12
Around here, but like.
Okay?
and put it there.
So it's not exactly on your table, but
Then
you
we're
know
going to
it'd
take
be in
6
between there.
and negative 2.
So look at the g of x values,
Negative
and it would, when x is 0, what would your g of x have to be if it's between those two?
6t and negative 2t.
So
So first we know
when
that's
x
going
is
to
0,
be
it's going to be
t.
in here. So what y value or g of x is
So we're
between
gonna,
5
that's
and
going to be
0?
negative
So it'd be
t.
like 5.5 then.
Yes.
And that's going to be t. And then that's going to be plus 2. And that's going to be
Yeah.
plus
What gets
6.
people is they did that work and
So
they got
our
5
new
and they circle
thing
D
will
and then
be
move on to the next question.
5.
D is not
And
the
then
right
in
answer.
parentheses,
Because what did it
negative
have to
t
do?
plus 6 and
You
negative
have to do 6 minus 5.
nope,
What
positive
was
t.
the y
What am I
intercept
doing? You
from
know
the
what I'm
table?
doing.
Like, or 0. Or like 0.
Plus
Oh, it would be like 5.5.
Okay, so it says take that.
So now we have to
5.5,
set the whole thing to
and
0.
it says to subtract the y-intercept of f of x.
So 5 equals 0, and we know that's not going to work. And then t plus 6 equals 0. Negative t plus 6. So it would be
your Edpuzzle account?
Yeah, I have an account.
6
do you have a
equals
teacher?
negative t. So
Okay, you
divided
need to
by
create a
t
teacher Edpuzzle
divided
account
by the negative. So
so
then
that it'll
it'd
let
be
you
negative
actually, like,
6.
upload a video.
And then
And it'll walk you through a
Positive
tutorial
6
and then there will
equals
be a
t.
button that says upload.
And then we're
And you
going
can
to
upload your video.
do t plus
But at
2.
first it's going to make you pick one of their videos
Equals
just to show you how it works. But just click it.
t equals negative 2. So we're going to pick the biggest one, which is t equals 6. And that is your answer, t equals 6. So our answer is t equals 6. So it took 6 seconds. So now that we know the answer, we're just going to move on to the next question. Okay, so this one is fairly similar. So we're going to find the equation, which is, of course, v equals 20.8x squared minus 458.3x plus 3,500. And yes, Linda, I'm recording.
I love you. Now they get
Okay.
to hear me in the background. That's going to be amazing.
So first, I'm going to do
You're welcome.
the value. So I'm going to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to name each of the values in the the little thingy. So and so that's going to be the first. So x would equal 1, and b x would equal 5, and c x would equal 10, and dx would equal 15. So what I did was I basically rewrote the equation, which I'm going to do right now. So now that we've rewritten the equation, we need to solve it with what we wrote down right here in the x value. So basically all you have to do is plug it in for x. So I am doing it in the calculator, so I'll just be back with my answers. Okay, so when you plug in those numbers right there, you know, the ones circled next to the answer choices, that for A you end up with 306.25, which is obviously not the biggest number, so let's like cross out A. And B is 1728.5, which is obviously not the least. C is 997, and D is 1305.5, and that is obviously bigger than C. So when you eliminate your choices, you get C, and that's how you have it. So yeah.